In this video, my friend, I will show you why you need to master the money mindset and why this is absolutely vital for you. All right, you don't want to miss this one. Welcome to Mountain of Inspiration. My name is Dimitri. I am the gentleman who's simply on fire about seeing you get propelled to your next level or dimension as far as your journey to health, wealth, or spirituality is concerned. I am based in Canada, more specifically in the city known as Toronto. So if you're ever looking for me, now you know how and where to find me. All right, let's get started. If you ever get a chance to actually visit this country known as Jamaica, I'm going to recommend that you visit the city of Kingston, which is the capital, and more specifically 56 Hope Road, which is basically the house that has been turned into a museum, the house that used to belong to Bob Marley. Why I would like you to go visit that particular estate? Because when you go through this property and you go through all the things that they're going to actually give you as part of the presentation, at one point you're going to come across a wall, and that wall is basically, at least 5 years ago, actually painted in brown, and that brown and on that wall are written down part of the interview that Bob Marley gave to a journalist back in the late 1970s. And during this interview, there was the one key question that was actually posed to Bob Marley: did you make a lot of money through your music career? To which Bob Marley says, how much money? And the guy says, yeah. Did you make millions of dollars? Says, basically asking, so what? I don't know. So the guy says, yeah, but I would like to know, because did you make money? Are you rich? Do you have possessions? And Bob Marley then, of course, completely composed and completely being the master that he was, and simply look at the man and says, no, I don't have that kind of possession. My richness is life. And that answer, my friend, is an answer that I believe is absolutely brilliant, because at the end of the day, around the 1980s, beginning of 1980, when basically was diagnosed with this cancer and he was actually going through all this treatment in Germany, at one point he looked at his family and more specifically his children when he came back to Miami and said to them, yeah, I have all this money, but this money was not able to save me. So which is simply to bring us back to a place that we have to consider, you and I, our definition of who we are, number one. So when we actually take the time to define who you are, you can't be defining yourself through money. Let me tell you why. Because money, at the end of the day, is simply a tool. And the blacksmith that you are, if I can say so, the master that you are, you can be defined by the tool, because the tool basically can be taken away from you. And without the tool, you still have to actually have a sense of who you are. But if the tool is all that you have and you define yourself by the tool, once the tool is taken away from you, then basically you have nothing left to actually fall back on. And that can be your reality as a person. You have to be able to define yourself above and beyond the tool, because you know what? The tool is basically one of the instruments that you use to actually express who you are. So what you have to do in this time is to take the time to think on paper and define yourself for who you are, the essence of who you are. Why? Because money is just a tool, and if you let the tool master you, my friend, your possessions are going to own you, and you're going to be working for the rest of your life for your possession to either insure them or to maintain them or to do something to make you give you a sense of actually a personhood, and which can never be the case. Because you know what, my friend, at the end of the day, the biggest question or the biggest challenges of your life are questions or challenges that will not be able to actually solve through money, but you have to solve through your personhood. So take the time to define for yourself during this weekend who you are, so that you can actually know without a shadow of doubt that yes, I am defined because I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. So that if and when anything happens to you, you can actually go back to your personhood, you can go back to your identity and let your identity speak to the challenges, as opposed to a tool, which is money, speak to certain challenges that the money will not even be able to actually speak to, and eventually you're going to feel like you are completely powerless in the face of the greatest challenges of your life. Alright? Have yourself a fantastic weekend. This is Dimitri from Mountain of Inspiration, and just looking forward to share more of you in the days to come. Until then, take good care, and remember to take the time to think on paper, to define who you are, so that you can let the identity dictate all you do in this life and beyond. Alright? Take good care. Have a great weekend.